Hi, this is Bob Rubart from the Oracle Technology Network, still at Oracle Open World 2013. Gentlemen, tell me who you are.
I'm Brian Oliver. I work for Oracle in the Coherence team.
And Greg Luck, Terracotta.
So gentlemen, tell me about this new Java standard that we have coming up.
Well, finally, I think it's after 10, 11,
12
years, we're wrapping up the Java caching standard. I was involved just in the last year. Greg, you've been involved for?
Actively for about 3 years.
So it's been quite a challenge, but it looks like now, around the end of this year, we're going to have a standard set of APIs, definitions for caching for the Java platform.
So what does this mean for Java developers?
Well, I think the first thing it means is that you can think about caching and have standard terminology for caching. We'll obviously have a standard API, but it means that developers can write stuff that's going to be portable. So, Terracotta produces a huge implementation of caching, the JCACHE and JCACHE Enterprise.
And Big Memory is our commercial product.
And, Oracle produces Oracle Coherence. So, it's been a really joint effort, even though we're competitors. So, great for the community.
And yet no fisticuffs?
Not yet.
No mixed martial arts?
I think we had one little dispute that almost went nuclear, but we both backed away from the brink.
Well, I'm glad to hear that worked out. So put this in the larger picture.
So, originally we were thinking we could make it into EE7, Java EE7, but timing just didn't work out. So, really, this can be used with standard Java. So, regular Java developers can just pick this up, write their applications to a standard caching API, and then later choose implementations that suit their need. Whether it's like the Terracotta stuff, the Coherence stuff, or the open source stuff, or even the reference implementation. So it lets them delay that choice and choose the appropriate implementation really in a portable manner. So they don't have to necessarily bind their applications to a particular implementation. Just like JDBC, Java JDBC, you can deal with JDBC and then work with different database implementations.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think JDBC is a really good example because before JDBC we had lots of different databases. Every database had a different driver. And so, if you ever wanted to change database, there was an awful lot of work to actually do. And then in came, I guess, ODBC first, and then JDBC for the Java community. And then, that standardized a large amount of the database access, which then enabled developers to basically write to that standard, knowing that if they were careful, they could have a fairly low cost of change if they ever changed databases. And I've certainly been through a few database migrations, and it pretty much holds true. So we're going to bring the same thing to the data grid market, which should lead, we think, to faster and wider adoption of data grids.
And where can people find more information?
So the easy place is from the GCP site. So you can look up, it's part of the JSR 107 specification, but it's called JCACHE. You can actually look it up online. Greg's done a huge amount of work to make sure we're in, the latest JCP process, which means, everything's open. Even some of our disputes are open online through our Google group page. It's an amazing challenge to work with it's one of the biggest expert groups in the Java community. There's lots of contributions and, dealing with that and all of the fun of coming together, finally producing an API that so far everyone's voted positively on. So.
Yeah, in fact, we seem to have set some sort of a record. Not only are we the longest running spec ever, but we actually, for our public review ballot, we had 24 yeses and 0 nos, which most people, as far as they can remember, they think this is the first time this has ever happened.
A historical moment.
A historical moment. Just back to probably the best place to get involved. If you go to github.com/JSR107, go there. That's kind of the home page for the project, and everything's there, including the code and jumping off points to the spec and other things that you need.
You got it there, folks. Now you know where to find the information. This is Bob Rubart for the Oracle Technology Network. Stick around the OTN YouTube channel for more video from Oracle Open World 2013.